When she said those words, I thought she was joking. The smile on her face looked too calm, too rehearsed. James is picking me up. We're starting a new life in New York, she said, tucking her hair behind her ear like it was just another casual announcement, like she was saying she'd be late for dinner. For a moment, I couldn't even process it. My wife, the woman I'd shared 7 years of laughter, plans, and quiet mornings with, was leaving, not in anger, not in tears, but with a smile. Her name was Laura. We met in college, both broke but full of dreams. Back then, we promised each other we'd build something together, a life, a home, a future. And for a while we did. But over time, life got louder, and love got quieter. I started working longer hours to pay off the mortgage, and she began chasing opportunities in the world of design. We drifted, slowly, like two boats anchored to the same dock but facing different horizons. The first time she mentioned James, it was innocent enough, my new client's team lead, he's from New York. I remember her excitement when she spoke about him, the spark in her voice that used to be there when she talked about us. I told myself it was nothing. I trusted her. But trust, I learned too late, doesn't always stop things from breaking. Now, standing in our living room, I watched her zipping up her suitcase, the same one we'd used on our honeymoon. Laura, I said quietly, you're really leaving? She paused for a moment, then looked up at me. Ethan, I need more. I need to feel alive again. James understands me. He makes me feel seen. Her words hit harder than any scream could have. Seen. I echoed. You think I don't see you? She sighed, her tone patient but distant. It's not that. You see the version of me from years ago. The girl who was content with simple things. I'm not her anymore. I wanted to argue, to remind her of everything we'd built, the nights we stayed up dreaming, the little victories, the quiet comfort of our home. But I realized something. She wasn't lying. She truly believed what she was saying. And in her eyes, I wasn't the man she needed anymore. I walked to the window, trying to steady my breath. So that's it? I asked. 7 years, and you walk out because he makes you feel alive? She hesitated, guilt flickering across her face. I didn't plan for this, Ethan. But sometimes life gives you a second chance, and you have to take it. I laughed quietly, not out of humor, but disbelief. A second chance? Laura, that's not a second chance, that's running away from the first one. She turned toward me, her expression softening. Please don't make this harder. I'm not trying to, I said, my voice breaking slightly. I just want to understand how you can erase everything so easily. She stepped closer, placing a hand on my arm. I'm not erasing it. I'll always be grateful for what we had. But we've grown in different directions. I looked down at her hand, then back at her face, familiar, but somehow foreign now. You're right, I said quietly. We did grow, just not together. Her eyes filled with tears for the first time that night. I didn't want to hurt you. You didn't want to, I said softly, but you did anyway. There was a honk outside, a sleek black car waiting at the curb. Through the window, I saw him. James. Perfect suit, perfect smile, the kind of man who looked like he belonged in glossy magazines. He got out and waved, confident, certain. Laura picked up her bag, adjusted her coat, and turned to me one last time. Goodbye, Ethan. I nodded slowly. Goodbye, Laura. She hesitated, searching my face for anger or hatred, but I gave her neither. Just silence. Because some endings don't need fireworks, they just need the truth. When the door closed behind her, the house felt impossibly quiet. I walked through the rooms, touching the things we'd built together, the framed photos, the chipped coffee mug she loved, the list of travel plans that would never happen. It all felt like someone else's life now. For days, I replayed her words, he makes me feel seen. And then I understood what she meant. She wasn't looking for a better man. She was looking for a reflection of who she'd become, and I no longer mirrored that version of her. Months passed. I focused on myself, my work, my health, the parts of me I'd neglected. Slowly, the ache dulled, replaced by quiet acceptance. A year later, I got a message. It was from Laura. Just one line. I'm sorry. It wasn't what I thought it would be. I stared at the screen for a long time, then replied simply, "I hope you find what you're looking for." And that was the last time we ever spoke. Because sometimes, the ones who leave don't always find happiness. And the ones left behind, they learn that peace doesn't come from holding on. It comes from finally letting go.